In today's video, I want to share a book with you that has lots of fun holiday projects in it. Hi, I'm Kim Jamieson Hurst of Chatterbox Quilts, and today we're taking a look at Pat Sloan's Holiday Hoopla, 12 Quilts for Everyday and Special Occasions. Now, if you don't know who Pat Sloan is, I'm not sure where you've been, but Pat is an amazing quilter. She has lots of fun projects. I find that they're fairly simple, but yet really cute. And so I really love her design. So I had to get this one. And I want you to stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly why I bought this particular book of hers. So let's take a look at the projects. There's one for every month of the year. And some of them are wall hanging, some are quilts, some are table runners, that type of thing, different sizes. So we start off in January, I'm guessing, with a snow day. So this cute little snowman with the pinwheels around. It's quite fun. So this is actually a quilt size. So it's 39 inches by 47.5 inches. And one of the things I like about this book, it's kind of, it's always interesting when they have some extra information in books. And she has in here fun days to celebrate in January in this particular one. But every month she has these fun days to celebrate. So we all know the traditional holidays, but some of these other ones, maybe you haven't heard of them because I know I haven't. So did you know January 4th is National Spaghetti Day, for example? Okay, January 10th is National Houseplant Appreciation Day. So you can kind of see where she's going with this. So that just makes the book just a little more fun, I think. And that's kind of reflective of her personality too. So I want to share some of these with you. We're into February here, Key to My Heart. So a wall hanging here. And so again, very cute, but not very difficult to make. And that's a good thing. So if you're a beginner quilter, you can certainly make these projects. And if you're an experienced quilter, you can whip these up really quickly, right? So if you need a quilt or a wall hanging for one of these occasions, whether it's a real holiday or a fun holiday, you can find them in here. All right, Lucky Charms. So here we have a 20.5 inch by 46.5 inch table runner. And you can see the, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. And I also like that you can see these pictures well enough to see the quilting she's done in them, because sometimes it's hard to figure out what they've done in them. But she's got lots of close-up pictures, lots of diagrams to show you how to make all the different blocks, units I should say, that go in the blocks. And we'll keep going along here to show you more. This one's Perk Up. This is really cute with a little coffee cup or teacup, could be either. Again, not a really difficult one to make. This one's only 8.5 inches by 16. But what's fun about this particular quilt is the little buttons she's added here in the center of the pinwheels and along this little sashing even up above. So if you're someone who collects buttons like I do, this is a great project to add some of those to make it look a little more personal maybe. Some of your favorite buttons could be in there. Okay, May, we have a 46.5 inch square table topper. This little flower design, all pieced, very nice. And again, you can change up the colors in these, right? So don't be afraid to change up colors, fabrics, to make them look, more personal to what the colors that you like. Or if you're giving them as a gift, the colors that the person you're giving them to like. Now there's stars and stripes in here again, okay, for July. So when I look at this being Canadian, this is not something I would make myself. However, I'm just going to go further here. There we go. To see the full picture here. But I really like these blocks. So I could switch out the flag blocks, maybe put a Canadian flag in there and use it for July 1st, which is Canada Day. So you can take even some of these blocks, some of the units in here, and use them in other projects too, which I always like. Ice Cream Social. Okay, another table runner, 20.5 by 44.5. And she's got these in a complementary color scheme, but I could see changing this up very easily to, whatever works in your kitchen or dining area. Celebrate Friendship. I really like this one. I like this wall hang. It's a 42.5 inch square. And while, these are like little houses, right? So you can see we've got little doors in there. You could fussy cut some fabric and put in, a little fussy cutting like person in this doorway or something like that would be really cute. And again, these little house units, I could see using those in lots of other different projects as well. I'm going to skip this one for just a second. You didn't see that. Okay. We're coming into fall now. Pick a pumpkin, of course. Pumpkin perfect for fall. Another wall hanging. Here's a larger, no, actually isn't larger. It's a wall hanging as well. I thought it was folded for just a second there. So 34.5 inch Thankful. Another one with the trees. Now you could change those up and those could be spring trees or summer trees, right? If you change them out from the orange fabrics to, a light green, for example, maybe you could even make them into something that looks like cherry blossoms if you put in pink, right? And then, of course, we come to the end of the year in December welcome in a lovely wreath to put on the wall, another 34.5-inch square project. So lots of fun designs in this book. Again, if you're a beginner quilter, they're certainly suitable for beginner quilters, but I did mention to you at the beginning of the video to stick around because I wanted to share with you why I bought this book. But before I do, I want to thank our sponsor today, which is The Quilter's Way. The Quilter's Way is an online paid membership where quilters learn new techniques through hands-on projects. The Quilter's Way is open to quilters all around the world, so if you're an adventurous quilter who likes to learn new techniques, check out The Quilter's Way at www.chatterboxquilts.com/mpqs. You can look up above or in the description below, and I'll have a link for you there as well. Now, the reason I bought this book, not that I don't like all the projects in it, let's be honest, but it was for this project here. This is called Love Your Library, so a bookcase quilt. This is 42.5 inches by 50.5 inches. And actually, one of the projects we're making in The Quilter's Way is a bookcase quilt. So when I saw this one, I had to get this book. Very cute. We've got 3 shelves here. Very simple to make these blocks. And of course, she has all the different diagrams. I was going to say photos, but diagrams. So you can make them. So it's not that difficult at all. This is for September. And one of the things I like on this particular project is how she's got these extra little inserts of fabric. Those are like where the book tiles would be, or sometimes you have extra embellishments on the book spines. So this is the reason why I bought this book, is for this particular project, which I hope to make someday. Now you might be wondering where you could get your own copy of Pat Sloan's Holiday Hoopla. Check up above in the description below because I'll put a link to it in those places. I have another book review on one of Pat's books that you would want to check out. So make sure you look at this video next for all the details on that particular book. For more helpful quilting information, be sure to go to my website at www.chatterboxquilts.com.